Carol Ofori, East Coast Radio. Carol Ofori. I the Skebenga?
Shululu. It's a Tuesday. That means there's another situation involving an individual who wants to know whether they are a Skebenga or not. Let's head on out to Cornubia, shall we? It reads as follows. Hi, Carol. Please keep me anonymous. I desperately need your advice. I've been married for 8 years and it's been quite happy for the most part. There has been some infidelity from my husband in the past, but we've worked through it. He has also joked about having a second wife. This past weekend, he told me he's going out with his boys to a well-known seafood restaurant for dinner. He did say it was brunch. However, there was something about this that I doubted. So I decided to call about 6 to 7 restaurants within the Durban area to find out if he was there and who he may have been with. None of them were willing to assist based on restaurant policies. I eventually saw a picture on Instagram story that he ended up at a sports bar with his boys. Am I a Skebenga for doubting him and calling the restaurants to know his whereabouts? I know what I did was a little excessive, but I have my reasons to doubt based on my past experiences. I'm not sure if I should even tell him what I did. I feel so embarrassed. Am I a Skebenga for doubting him and calling the restaurants to know his whereabouts? From Anonymous in Cornubia. B, you look like you have commentary.
First of all, that was very excessive, not a little. Very.
Right.
Number 2, even if you've worked through the issues, infidelity is really huge. So even if you've worked through them, the scars will always remain. It's like that sore that you see on your skin. It's a scar, ne? It'll always be there. So it's up to you what you do with it. No. Definitely a Skebenga.
Yeah. B makes I love the analogy you use of a scar, that you'll always see it, right? And that's kind of infidelity. I mean, it's such a difficult one because you work through it and you think, I can trust this person again, but clearly not. So I would advise that you guys go into counseling if you haven't done so already and just rework it. Clearly you are having insecurities about certain behaviors. Maybe he's exhibiting signs. And I think the fact that he made a joke about a second wife also adds to the layer of anxiety.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when you've been cheated on before. And now you have very expensive jokes like a second wife. So, Anonymous, it's hard because I feel you, honey. I feel you, but if you're saying that you've forgiven and you've moved beyond it, you've got to show it. You can't just say it.
100%.
And if you haven't moved beyond it, you've got to take time to work on it. I did a whole thing on my Instagram about marriage is work. You got to work through this. You got to take the time and say to your husband, I'm still not okay. Can we work through this and help me just get to a point where we can be okay? So I agree with you. It's a scar that's always going to be there. It's how you look at it. B gets the gold star on the forehead today. Gold star 061 792 9495. You should deal with that internal stuff quick. 061 792 9495. Come, we are taking your calls as well. Donnie, welcome. How are you from Port Shepstone?
Hi, Carol. I'm good in yourself.
Fantastic. I believe you want to weigh in on this one.
Yes, I just think to myself, yes, she's 50% Skebenga, but on the other hand, also, what is with the guys these days? You're married, you work 5 days a week, so you only see each other few hours a night and on weekends. Why do you need friends? That already tells me there's a problem. Why do you need to go out? Take your time for friends. I know the new generation is always about friends, and I see it a lot. Neighbors, all that will rather spend their Saturday off going to the mall with their friend or whatever like that, and they don't get to spend time with their actual friend, which is their husband.
Right.
So why?
I hear you.
Why do they need time away is my question.
Don't you feel like I find that when I have my exclusive female friend company, I feel like my heart is poured into so beautifully with an energy that understands me in every way. And of course, I keep that circle very small, very intimate. Yes. But it just, when I leave that space, I feel revived. As much as my husband is my bestie, I need to have that interaction with my female friends as just us girls. There's just something unique about it. And I feel that the boys need the same time to just have like male space to do what boys want to do and say, and laugh and pour into each other and confide in each other and support each other. So I beg to differ on the idea of men and women spending their time apart from each other in friendship circles that are,
I disagree slightly because you can still do that within couples.
That's boring. I can't. I don't like going with other people's wives.
You see what I mean about this generation?
No, because sometimes the wife is not my cup of tea. Now I have to put up with it because my husband's friends with this guy.
You don't have the right friends around your couples.
No, Tony, this one...
Then just stay exclusive. That's me and my hubby. I can't wait to see him every day. I don't care about anyone else.
So let me get this straight. In your marriage, your husband has no friends outside of you?
Absolutely no friends, and neither do I. It's just each other. We share every single thing there is to talk. We can talk about anything and everything.
Wow, that is fascinating. So exclusive, it's just you and him. You guys don't go out at all with anybody else?
No. No one at all. We tried it. Don't get me wrong. We tried it. We tried the friend thing.
Yes.
But it just didn't work for us.
Well, you know what? The good thing out of this is that you guys have found your own rhythm, which is fantastic. A lot of couples...
Literally soulmates from the beginning to the end.
No, that's great. I think what happens is a lot of couples try and live off other people's standards of what their friendship circle should look like, and then that's complicated. But if this works for you, it works for you. It wouldn't work for me, but it works for you, which is great, Tony. Thanks for sharing. I'm sure a lot of people are in the cars going to argue with each other in a moment. But thank you for that. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a good one. Cheers. Bye. All right, Donnie with a different opinion on the concept of going out with the boys. Dumi, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Carol. Good morning, all the listeners. How are you?
We are fantastic, man. It's good to hear a male opinion on this one. Give it to us.
Yeah. Number one, she's a Skebenga.
Ish.
And she shouldn't have done all that. On a serious note, I think she needs a counseling where she needs to go and have someone who's going to actually assist her to clear everything. Because, and also what I picked up is that what she is doing, it's more than just an infidelity. It shows that she's got a zero trust to her partner. Indirectly, and it's even worse. This is not going to end between the two of them. She will tell her friends what she has done, which is wrong, and then also her friends will also tell her that, hey, you shouldn't have done all this, because on the other hand, it's also embarrassing. You get married to someone, but you don't trust a person to that extent. It's weird. It's actually weird. It's very, very disappointing. But there's another part that I want to comment on. The caller and the listener before me, that lady. I think also she needs a counseling at some point. Friends, you cannot have your husband or your partner as your friend. Let's be realistic and honest. When you get married, who did you invite? Because the invitation goes to family and friends, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, you're saying, no, my husband cannot have friend outside. He must talk to me. That's absolutely zilch. It doesn't work. You see, we love sports, we love music, we love life, we love everything with it. And then not everything you're going to enjoy it with your partner. Not everything you're going to enjoy it with your family or even with your kids. But that one too, that caller, I think also she needs some sort of a counseling. Because when your partner is sick, who do you expect to console you? Since you said no friends outside, it's only me and you. And then when you lose your partner, no longer sick now, you lose your partner. Who do you expect to understand you, to console you, to protect you?
No,
you always be family. And
me and you share the same sentiment. Me and you share the same sentiment, Dumi. I think, like I said to her, it clearly works for them in their marriage. And I'm always one to say, if it works for you in your relationship, that is fantastic. I will see myself out. A and B are fine. I will see myself out. Dumi, thank you so much. I need to go to the news. Thank you for that opinion. We appreciate it. But here's the thing. According to the WhatsApp poll, the majority have said she is not a Skebenga.
She is a Skebenga.
Well, I'm just telling you what the majority are saying. So have yourself a beautiful day, and thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. All right, the majority have spoken, and I think Judge Sondo has agreed.
As Judge Sondo, I find the defendant not guilty. Shem, bakpapela. They're full of nonsense.
Carol Ofori. Weekdays 9 to 12 p.m. East Coast Radio.